my type of lymphoma was called splenic marginal zone. Splenic meaning the large spleen. He said to me it would be a good idea if I came back in about 3 months' time and we would discuss it further. The next 3 months took forever to come, and I was very, very nervous about going back to see the haematologist. My bloods were taken and they were as stable as they were on the previous occasion. So he told me that we would still continue on watch and wait, but I would probably benefit from having my spleen out. How did I feel about this? Very, very nervous, as you can imagine. Nobody wants to go through surgery, do they? But I was assured that it would be done with keyhole surgery, and recovery would probably be very quick, and I would be in partial remission after I'd had it removed. So it was sensible to go ahead. I remember laying in hospital the night before. I'd had a few tears, obviously, but I couldn't wait to get this thing out of my body because I knew it had grown. One of the doctors came to see me and said that he thought it was about the size of 2 bags of sugar, which is very large when you compare what the size of it should be. So I went down for surgery the following morning feeling quite happy and relieved, really, that this was all going to go ahead, and quite blasé about it, really. If I woke up, I did it, and if I didn't, I didn't. There was nothing I could do about it. I had to go ahead with some sort of treatment. Well, I do remember waking up and seeing my husband next to me, and I remember saying, "Thank God you're here." I think what I really meant to say is, "Thank God I've woken up." I was in intensive care, and he didn't manage to do it with keyhole surgery. So I had a scar from the top of my chest almost down to my groin. And I think after 5 days I was allowed to go home and be very careful, which obviously I was. And I had good support at home, so everything was fine. And was it the right decision to have done? Most definitely. Don't ever fear having some treatment like that. I was then in partial remission after having that out. My recovery actually was quite quick. I felt well, and I was back to work in 6 weeks. So obviously having no spleen meant that I can't fight infection, but I take 2 penicillin every day, and I will have to for the rest of my life. I've been very fortunate that I don't seem to get an awful lot of infections. Maybe that's partly because people don't come and see me if they've got a common cold or anything that may be infectious, and I tend to stay away from particularly my grandchildren who have always got colds. And if I do succumb to a tummy bug or a common cold, it does take me longer to recover. So a common cold for me will last about 3 weeks. So it's not been the problem that I thought it would. How do I feel about the future for me? I'm going to carry on exactly as I am now. I'm going to carry on enjoying my life. My family play a very big part in my life. I enjoy being with them. I don't particularly want to have to go down the route of having any further treatment. But what will be, will be. If it's a case of this will give you more years to enjoy with your family, then you'd be foolish to not go ahead. You've got to listen to your team that are looking after you. So I'm going to continue to enjoy and live my life to the full, and I advise anybody else to go ahead, listen to the experts, and do what's right for you.